Hi guys, how are you? Hi, welcome to another video. So today, I'm just gonna talk to you about all the books that touch my heart in a certain way, and like books that make me say that I love reading. Yeah, all the books, all my five-star books, which really touch my heart and which I absolutely love. I want to talk about those books, and I also want to tell you, like, if you're going to start reading and if you're wondering what to read and all that, I want to tell you is that anyone can read. It's not like no one can read. Anyone can read. If you're probably reading a book just because it's hyped and everyone talks about it, and you're reading it but you don't really like it, uh, that doesn't mean that you can't read. What it means is that you don't like that book. Yeah. If you don't enjoy something, just don't read it. Like, just don't read it. Like, there's no use wasting your time reading something that you don't like. If you don't like something, just don't read it. That's it. Like, you don't like have to force yourself to finish a book just because you started something. You don't have to force yourself to read something that you don't like just because everyone else likes it and it's hyped. You just don't have to do it if you don't like it. That's it. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not a reader just because you don't like a book. It just means that you're reading the wrong book. So first thing that you have to do while you start your reading journey is that you have to find your genre. So what kind of books do you like reading? What is your genre? What is your interest? So that's what you have to find out first. Like, you have to see, like, do you like romance? Do you like fantasy, literary fiction, historic fiction, biography? um, there are so many genres like that, thriller, um, and all those murder mystery and all that. So what kind of books do you like reading? So you have to find that out first. What is your interest, and read according to that. Just because you read romance books, that doesn't mean, like, you're not a reader, you don't read good books. No, it doesn't mean that. Like, as long as you're reading a book, you are a reader. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that, okay, you have to only read like non-fiction and or like all these hyped up books that everyone is reading for you to become a reader. No, it's not like that. Like, read whatever you like, and as long as you're reading a book which you enjoy, that means you are a reader because you're reading. So that's how you start reading. If you're probably not enjoying a book that you're reading, and you feel that you can't finish it and you don't like it, just don't do it just for the sake of it. It just means that you're not enjoying the book, and that's not the book for you. You have to find the book that suits your taste. Yeah, it's just like, like movies and stuff. Like, what kind of movies do you like and all that? Like, you don't like watching certain kind of movies, so you don't enjoy it. So that doesn't mean that you don't like movies at all, right? It just means that that's not your movie. So you just have to watch a movie that you enjoy. Yeah, it's same like that. So probably if you're reading a book and you don't enjoy it, I would suggest that you don't really have to force yourself to finish it, because there's no hard and fast rule that you have to finish a book that you started. Just leave it, DNF it, go to Blossoms, return it, buy a book that you actually enjoy reading. That's what I would suggest you to do. So I don't like reading classics. Like, I know I am a reader since childhood, but I don't read classics because I don't understand it. I feel that it is very complicated and I cannot understand it. So I don't read classics. So just because I don't read classics and I read certain kind of books, that doesn't mean that I'm not a reader. I am a reader because I read a lot of books. It's just that I don't enjoy certain kind of books. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. So I want to tell you all the books that touch my heart throughout my life, whatever books I've read and what touched my heart and what makes me say that I love reading. So I want to talk about only those books. Yeah, so first book is Harry Potter series. I have tattoos of it, so you can imagine how much I like it. I love Harry Potter series. And the second book, I'm not going to tell you the story because, yeah. Second series that I like is Heartstopper series. I have a tattoo, so you can imagine how much I like it. I really, really, really love Harry Potter and Heartstopper series. That's something that makes me say that I love reading. Yeah, those are the two books which makes me say that I love reading. And what else? Do I like? Yeah, so those are the two books that makes me say that I love reading. And there are other books that I have kept it here, which I will talk about, which actually makes me say that I love reading. First book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is like my favorite non-fiction book. I just love this book so much. I read it every year. Yeah, I have the audiobook as well. I listen to it and I read it every year because I feel that this book is like the best non-fiction book that I've ever read. So I really, really love this book so much, Atomic Habits. And one more book that I really, really love is which touched my heart. I'm talking only about the books that touched my heart. I have a lot of favorite books which I am not going to talk about because all those are five-star reads, yes, but these are the books that actually touched my heart and made me feel things. So I'm talking about only those books, and which actually like yeah. So I'm only talking about those books. So this is Perks of Being a Wallflower. This book is actually really, really good. I read it really long back and I absolutely love this book. Um, it taught me a lot about friendship and yeah, really love this book. So this is the other book. Another book that I really like is Instructions for Dancing. I read this book exactly at the time of my life where I needed it, and I read this book exactly at that time, and that's why I love this book so much because it actually means a lot. This book means a lot, and this is like my favorite author, one of my favorite authors. So I love this book so much. Instructions for Dancing, my favorite book. Yeah. So these are the books that I really, really like. And another book is Wonder. It's all children's book, I know, but I really love this book because it taught me about things that it made me the person I am today. I can tell you that. Wonder. I love this book so much. Yeah, so really good book that touched my heart. And The Little Prince. I love this book so much. Yeah, I still talk about it. I talk about all these books even now. That's why I'm telling you that I love this book so much. Like these are the books that makes me say that I love reading. So I love The Little Prince. Another book, another two books is Five Feet Apart and Fault in Our Stars. I've actually lived through these books in my life, so that's why I love this book so much. When I read these books, I was obsessed with it for years together, and I still quote from it. So these are the two books that I lived through it. Like I have experienced these kind of love, so that's why I love these two books so much. Five Feet Apart and Fault in Our Stars. I love that book so much. I was crazy about it for like so many years. Yeah. Another book is Everything Everything. I've lived through this as well. Like this is my story actually. Yeah. So I love this book so much. Everything Everything. It's like my favorite book. Yeah. And another book is that Happy Place. Why I like this book is because this book taught me so much. I learned so much from it when I read it. I learned about love and friendship and so many things from this book. All these books I'm telling you, I can actually relate a lot to the characters. That's why I'm telling you it touched my heart because I can actually relate to it. Yeah. So um, and I've lived through it and all that. So that's why this book as well, it taught me so much about life and all that. So I love this book so much and I can relate a lot to Win. So yeah, something that I really like. And another book is Magnolia Parks. I know, like, uh, you might not have expected it, but I really love this book because Magnolia is me. Yeah. So I love this book so much. Really love this because this book touched my heart. And another book is that Simon versus the Homo sapiens Tinder. Oh, this is like the first LGBT book that I read in my life. And before this, I've never actually read any LGBT content. um it's after reading this book that I started reading LGBT books, and I like discovered so many things. I understood so many things about myself, and it's because of reading all these books that I realized a lot of things about what I'm feeling and how I am, and I'm able to understand myself and understand my feelings and all that. So this is the first book that got me into LGBT stuff. So Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and I love this book so much. It's like very mushy and cute, and it touched my heart in a lot of ways. So I really love this book. And my favorite LGBT book is Heartstopper because I can relate to it so much. It's like my story. Sometimes I feel that it's my story. Yeah. So what Charlie went through and what Nick went through and all that. So I feel like that. But this is something that got me into all LGBT stuff. So I really love this book, and it's like the first thing that I read in my life. So it's very close to my heart. Yeah. So these are the books that touch my heart, and I really really love. And these are the books that makes me say that I am a reader, and I love reading. Yeah. So all the books that I spoke about in this video are the books that makes me say that I am a reader.